Everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shayla. Thank you so much for joining me today. So today I am going to be showing you guys something that I learned from a fellow YouTuber. Her name is Pam, and her channel is the Paper Outpost. But I was just kind of going through, the motions, watching YouTube, and I saw this cute little I guess, pocket. And I made one here it is in all of its glory. But I thought it was super easy to do. It also uses up some scrapbook paper. So I thought I'd make some with you guys today, in case you haven't seen her video, and, just kind of see where it takes us. So this is the prototype. I did kind of fill it with some things. This is just kind of like a little die cut that I had. This is a Trivial Pursuit, I think. Is that the name of the game? But this is a card from that game, a little game card. We also have just a cute little, I guess it's like supposed to be vintage, but it's, like one of those little cardstock journaling cards. And then I also put a old tattered playing card in there as well, just for some interest. But let's go ahead and make one of these and I'll show you guys how to do it. So I was kind of making a few of them. I'm hoping to try and get my Etsy shop up and running within the next few months. So I have started to mass make things, which, man, I have so much respect for those people who mass make, because it is not easy. But today we will be using up some 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. You can use 6 by 6 scrapbook paper, but you won't be able to make as many. So this is actually a really great project if you're looking to mass make these, for if you're making like a bunch of journals or something like that. Please excuse my finger. I cut myself while cooking the other night and it does not look pretty. So I figured I would just give y'all a pretty band-aid instead of looking at my finger. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out figuring out where to place things. I have a lot of things over here, so we'll get to that when we start decorating. But I am going to go ahead and cut down my paper. So the first thing you want to do, or the first thing I see here, is that this one is bigger than 12 by 12 because of this little piece right here, which is fine. But you want to get 4 12 by 12 pieces of scrapbook paper. I just chose these. They called to me. You can even use up scrapbook paper that you don't really like the colors of, and you could distress it with some distress inks. You can put things on it. So just use up that 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. I know we all have it laying around. So, okay. I'm not going to cut all of these out once. Let me flip this around here. But I'm going to take my paper trimmer, and the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to cut these in half long ways. So I'm going to go to the 6 mark. Can y'all see that? Maybe I should zoom in just a little bit here. Okay, so I'm going to go to the 6 mark right here. Make sure it's nice and straight. I have a tendency when I use paper trimmers to still cut things not straight, so don't know what that's all about. Okay, so I have the 6 by 6. There we go. Perfect. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut them for each section, or for each paper. I'm going to just cut the 6 by 6. I'm just cutting these in half. Okay. And I could cut more than one. I mean, this paper trimmer is strong enough for it, but I'm just kind of doing it slowly so y'all can see as well. Maybe you're grabbing your papers, maybe you're trying to figure out how you want the papers to go. Okay, so we have those. Those are the 6 by 6. Now, what we want to do, so something that I really liked that she did is she made them to where they could fit in a lot of different journals. So these are 6 inches Okay, 6 inches this way, I believe. Let me see. Yes, they're 6 inches long, like this. But each one is a little bit different in their lengths. Excuse me. So this one, the back, let me take these out. Probably help if you could see. The back one right here, it is 4 inches long, okay? Then the third one right here with the little squirrel, that one's 3 inches, then 2 inches, and then 1 inches. So it makes it really easy to know, okay, so, you know, 4, 3, 2, 1, which I really liked. I like that she used whole numbers because I don't like to measure. I think she's the same way. So that was kind of nice that she did that. So we're gonna just do the same thing. And for this, all I'm going to do, because it is 6 by 6, or it's 6 this way, or 12 this way, and then 6 this way, I'm just going to go ahead and, cut this down to 6 inches the other way. Okay. And actually, before I do that, I guess I should probably figure out which orientation I would like, so how I want them to go. I think I wanted this one as the back piece. I liked this one. So we'll set those like that. And then I was thinking we could do the red next, just for contrast. And then possibly, let me see, maybe the other way. And these are going to be a little funky. I mean, I'm just using, you know, random pieces of paper, but we'll see if we can make it work. So that's going to be how the layout is. This one's going to be on top. This one's going to be at the back. So now that I know that, and I know they're both going to be the same, I'm going to take both of my back pieces right here. And all I'm going to do, and I want to make sure that I keep that at least on one side, because I am going to cut these off a little bit. So I'm going to keep this on one side, but I know that it can only be 4 inches, I guess, wide. So I'm going to measure the 4 inches right here. Okay. And cut that off. And now we have this. This is just a scrap. We can use this another day for something. I'm just going to set it off to the side. So now we have these two pieces that are 4 inches wide by 12 inches tall. So now that they're the proper length or width, I'm going to go ahead and just cut them in half. So they will be 6 inches tall, 6 inches tall by 4 inches wide. So now I have 4 pieces, okay? So already, if you see this here, we can make 4. So I'm going to set those just off to the side, and then we're going to do the red ones next. Those are 3s. And here it is. Okay. So the 2 red ones, which are currently 12 inches by 6 inches. Okay. We're going to go ahead and cut down to 3. So I'm just going to measure at the 3 marker and then cut. And then this becomes just extra, like I said, save it for another day. And then now we have 3 inches by 12 inches. So we're just going to cut these in half to make it 3 inches by 6 inches. Okay, so now we have 4 of those. And so I guess what I'll do for now is I'll just kind of stack them here just to keep things a little organized. Okay, and then so we decided we wanted to do these next. And then these are this, 6 inches by 12 inches. So we're gonna cut these down to the 2 inches mark. So measure that. Hopefully y'all can see that, I hope so. Make sure, okay. We are rocking and rolling. So now we're gonna cut both of those down. And now we have this as well for scraps. You do make a lot of strips, but what I found is you can save those strips and use these to make other little pockets. Okay. So now we have it, it's 2 inches wide by 12 inches tall. So I'm just gonna cut these down to 6 inches. And that will make 4. Okay, so we have 4 of those. And so all I'm gonna do, same thing, I'm just gonna kind of layer these on. So that way, I like to try and keep things organized when I'm crafting, otherwise things just start disappearing. I'm sure y'all all know about that. Okay, so we have this guy. This one is a little bit taller than 12 inches because of this piece. So we'll go ahead and cut that piece off. So let's just do that. Okay, make sure it's nice and even. All right. Okay, we'll just chunk that. We don't need it. So now we have 2 6 inches by 12 inches. They're the correct size now. So now we're gonna cut this one down to the 1 inch mark. So it'll just be kind of a little sliver. All right, just like that. These are just gonna be saved. Like I said, you could make more of these pockets out of the scraps. So just hang on to those, especially if you're using different papers, because you can mix and match. Okay, so now we have the 1 inch wide by 12 inches long. So I'm just gonna cut them down to 6 inches tall. So cutting them in half, essentially. So there we go. Now we are done with the paper trimmer. We can set it aside. We're done measuring, which is great. And now all I'm gonna do, just so you can see here, okay, you can still see. I'm just gonna put these together. So there's 1, there's 2. Here is 3, and we have 4. There we go, just like that. And you could leave it to where they are, to where the corners are just square. I actually think it kind of looks nice on this one, but see this one, it kind of just gives it a little bit extra. I've not glued it down, that's why there's a paper clip there. But that will be the pockets. And I did use a little rounder punch, which I have right here. It's a Fiskars. I actually figured out how to use it. I was not too sure when I got it, but it actually just turns. And then whichever way it turns when you put it down, that determines if it's a small round, or if you turn it back the other way, then that's a big round. So I figured that out finally when I was using it. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead just to make one, you know, similar to the little prototype that we have here. I'm gonna round the corners, but I might not round all of these because I do, like I said, I kind of like the square edge on these. I think it's just the paper. But all I'm gonna do is take this guy and let's see which orientation. I think that's good. And so then you're just gonna do, I don't know if you can see that. So I'm just gonna punch 1. Oh, okay, it already punched. Make sure it gets in there. There we go. There's 1 punch, and then I just flip it. And you don't want to punch all of them. You just punch the top 2. That will kind of rest like that, if you can see that. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to do that with these. And I mean, you could keep going. You don't have to stop at 4 inches. Like you could do one that has 5 inches or even 6 inches, just depending on how big your journal is. I liked that, you know, she didn't go too big because you could actually make a bunch of these and then decorate them and have them like as your stash for whenever you're decorating a journal. I thought that was a neat idea. And more than likely, the smaller they are, the more journals they're gonna fit in. So I thought that was a great idea. Okay. If you have not seen, feels like a huge Pam at the Paper Outpost promo, but I will say, I got some, there we go. I will say, if you have not seen her channel, definitely go check her out. She's amazing. She's one of the first people I ever started watching that gave me so much inspiration to make junk journals. And so here we are. Okay, so I did that. And so it'll go like that. You can see that. So that's what it's going to look like. So let's see here. So now all I'm going to do is, you can see that one I cut a little short, but that's okay. It looks fine. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to glue now, and I'm going to be using my Beacon 3-in-1 glue. It seems very similar to like Fabrifix or Fabri-Tac. I guess it's not the same. I have no idea. I'm going to wipe off the tip of it though. It's a little messy. So, okay. So we got that. And all I'm going to do is, so this one, we don't need to do any gluing unless we're gluing it on our page. But for this one, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to glue this way. So on the sides right here, so on the sides, and then at the bottom. I'm not going to do the top because we're making a pocket. So here we go. You don't want a lot of glue because if you have a lot of glue, it might smush in places that you don't want to be glued, or you don't want it to be glued since it is a pocket. Okay, so I have it glued right there. It does not take much. And now all I'm going to do is just stick it down. Okay. Perfect. There we go. So I stuck that one down. So we'll let that dry, but we're going to keep on going. And I'm going to do the same thing. So remember, just glue the sides and the bottom, and that's it. So here we go. I hope y'all are having a wonderful, wonderful day. I've been getting so much done at the new apartment. I feel like it takes, I don't know, are y'all quick to move in? Are you slow at moving? I feel like just getting everything in its place has taken a good minute, but it feels nice. I finally got basically all of the boxes out of here, so it feels a little more moved in. I do have a little bit more to do. I have to finish hanging up some artwork. I think that really brings the place, you know, together, so I have to finish doing that. But besides that, we're kind of rocking and rolling over here. Okay, and so last one, I'm gonna go ahead and just glue the little sides right here. So just these little sides, and then the bottom, same thing. And I really try and be as thin as possible on this one because this pocket is really small. Okay. Perfect. Does not need much. Okay. I'm sitting in front of my window and I just saw a truck that was the color of like a peach drive by. I've never seen that. That was kind of crazy. I've also recently, I saw a car that was like holographic. Like it had, like when the sun hit it, it was not, it would change colors. It was so crazy. And I was like, man, that's how you get in an accident though. You know, someone's looking at your car. Okay, so we're done with that. Here is our lovely pocket. Super cute already. We haven't even decorated it. So we have one little pocket there, second pocket right there, and then third pocket. And then if you were to glue it down, like let's say this was our book page and we were going to glue it down, you could glue it down to where it's a horseshoe shape. and then have a top pocket, or you could glue it down the same way with just the sides and this side right here, and have another side pocket. So there's definitely possibilities with these. Okay, so there's that one. I'm gonna go ahead and do another one. And this time, before we glue it, we're gonna distress it with some inks. So I'm gonna go ahead and round this one too, just to be thorough. So taking the rounding punch. This punch is actually pretty great. Like I said, I didn't know how to work it at first, but now that I do, I really like it. But you can get corner punches for definitely not very expensive, especially online and stuff. I've seen them on, like, you know, the AliExpress and stuff like that for like $3. I don't know how well they work, but they seem like they work just fine. So, okay. Rounding the two corners. Go. Sometimes I get a little excited and I clip it too fast. Okay, so now we have those. Those are the four, and we're gonna distress them. So let me see what kind of ink I want to use. We could just use the good old vintage photo distress oxide, and I'm just using a little dauber here. And this is just going to give it that little burnished, vintagey look. Aged, I guess that's the word. So, okay, so we did that one. And I do recommend for this, don't use the scrapbook cardstock paper, the one that's like, you know, a thicker tooth. These are just scrapbook papers, so they're definitely a lot thinner. They're literally just like paper, but they're easier to work with, and if you're planning on putting it in a journal, it doesn't make it super bulky, so that's kind of nice too. Of course, if you stuff it with things, that's another story, but we know how that goes. It's like once you get started, you just can't stop. So it is what it is. I think people like that though, you know, like I want to see what things you find, and that's part of the journal, the junk journal thing, you know, it's just filled with things. At least for me it is. Okay, so for this bottom one here, I am gonna distress down here since that one is gonna show, and I just want it to, there we go. Look a little grungy. Okay, so now that we have the distressed ones, we're gonna do the same thing, and I'm just gonna glue it. Okay. And you definitely don't have to distress. If you don't have distress inks, you can use regular ink too. You don't have to use, you know, like the Tim Holtz ones. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue this down. All right. And you don't have to make 4 pockets. You could do, if you're like, ah, four's too many, do 3. Just do 3 pockets, and there you go. You know, you can forget about that one. So I like how versatile this project can be. And also I like that you can make a lot of them. Okay, so there's that one. I guess the rounded edge does look a little nicer than the plain. Those now, they just look unfinished now that I did that. So I guess we'll be rounding them. Okay. Watch out for those glue strings, because those can definitely glue your paper down without your knowledge. I've had that happen before. Okay, there we go. Now we're just gonna glue it down just like that. Perfect. Okay, so we have that. Super cute. Okay, I'm in love. Look at that. So cute. Okay, so we have all of that. Now we can go ahead. We'll just use these two for now. I won't do it too many times with you guys, but I will be finishing those. And let's go ahead and start decorating. I think that's the fun part. So for this one, let me just show you here. So I did put a little piece of like lace and then just a button on it. I thought that was cute, and it's a flat back button, so it's not too bulky. And then I just used like one of those washi tape stickers. I had one of those, a little sentiment, and then I did some stamping on some paper, scrap paper, and I actually used some liquid pearls. They're actually called Nuvo drops, but I did those just to accent. So let's see what we can do. Okay, so some things that you might want to pull out to decorate these, since we'll only be decorating these little pieces that you can see. I pulled out, so I have this. This is my, I actually thrifted this in one of my thrifty videos, but it's just a vintage tin, and I have all of my like mini stamps. Sorry, of course there's pet hair in here, but I have all of my mini stamps in here. So my smaller stamps, I have one peg stamp. Oh, I have two. Well, I have two pet. Look at me, I'm such a liar. But I have two peg stamps, but a lot of these are just like little tiny stamps. Like there's a little leaf. We have some hearts, another heart. I think that's called a fleur de lis. Fleur de lis. A star. So these are just like little tiny stamps that I keep in here. And then I also pulled out, I have a whole bucket of lace, but I didn't want to have all of that near me. So I had this container, and I just put a few different laces and trims all in here that I can use. My heart desires. And then this little container here. So I have some of these liquid pearls or Nuvo drops and some colors. I also grabbed a handful of buttons to play with, just some, I'll show you guys. I definitely probably won't be using these, but I don't have them sorted, you know, by size. So I just grabbed some. And then I grabbed a few wooden, like chipboard type pieces. I didn't know, you know, I just didn't know what I wanted to do. I found these little hearts that say love on them. I also grabbed a few puzzle pieces. I don't know, we might use one of those. And some little wooden butterfly buttons. And then I also grabbed these. These are actually from the Dollar Tree, but they're little pearls. So I thought maybe we could use those. And then besides that, I have over here, which I don't know if you can see. No, not really. Okay. I have over here some, well, these I fussy cut. These are different cats that I fussy cut out of books. And then this is just kind of some random little, you know, like die cuts. If you're familiar with like the Tim Holtz, like little ephemera packs, kind of like that stuff. Same with this one. And then I have a few more over here too. So, you know, just see what you have. You have some stickers, washi tape. Oh, I also picked up, I didn't have room for it on my desk, but my stamp book. So I have a lot of stamps in here. So I might use some of these as well. So let's go ahead and jump on into it. Okay. So I think what I started with last time was the lace. So I think I want to go there. I loved that I did the little lace detail right here. I just think, I don't know, it adds a little something. And I have this one that I really like. Okay, I had to make sure my cat was asleep because if she sees me pulling this out, She's gonna get on my desk. Okay. But she's sleeping. So we could do like some lace down here. I think that would kind of be cute. Or maybe just like 3 or 4. Maybe 4. All right, let's cut that. So cute. They're like little daisies or something. And you know what you can do to make these look a little old? I'm gonna actually take my dauber and I'm just gonna lightly tap the edges here and hope for some color. Okay. I think it's working because I kind of want them to look like a little old, you know, like grungy or whatever. Okay, there we go. Super cute. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue that down. Okay. Oh, I don't know what that is. Let's glue. Grab that. Hold for one moment while I wipe my gross hands off. Okay. The glue always gets me. Okay. All right, we're pretty good now. So let's go ahead and glue this guy down. I'm just gonna put a little dab of glue on each flower. And that should be perfect. Don't need much. Oh no, here we go. Okay, there we go. Super cute. And you're like, but that doesn't look finished. You're right. I agree. So let's go in with some Nuvo drops. And I'm just gonna do a little daub on top of each middle of the flower. And when I do that, so when you use these types of things, you want to just go down up. You don't want to pull it off to the side or anything like that, because you'll get a little trail. And obviously we don't want that, so down, up, down, up, down, up. Oh my gosh, look at how cute that is. So cute. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, so we did that, and I think it needs like a little word. And you know what? Let me grab my words. Hang on just one second. Okay, I'm back. So I grabbed some words. It's just a piece from the Tim Holtz little notions, words things. I think we should do, let's do exploring. That seems cute. I'm just gonna kind of tuck it under here. Hopefully don't ruin the stickles. There we go. Look at how cute that is. Ugh, love it. It's like just a little word can make everything better, in my opinion. Okay, so now we have that one. So let's do something for, and I like to decorate something on each one and kind of stagger them. So let's see. We could do, kind of looking here. I have these. These are like washi tape stickers. My mom actually got me these for Christmas, and I really like them. They're super cute. So let's use, we could use a little bunny. I think the bunny would be cute. Okay, so we'll put the bunny down. And these are pretty sticky. So if you find that your stickers are not very sticky, just run it over a glue stick and you should be good. Good to go. Okay, if I can get it open. Sticker, okay, there we go. So we have this guy. I'm just gonna kind of tuck him in there. Okay, he is tucked in like a blanket. There we go. So cute already. Can you see that? Make sure. Bring y'all in just a little more. Okay, so there we go. That's what we got so far, which I think is super, super cute. So now we need something for like right here, and then obviously at the top. And I think I want to use one of these stamps. Let's look through these. Here, I'll move this to the side so y'all can look with me. Okay. Oop. Something. There you go. There we go, so you can see as well. So I'm thinking, let's just pull this guy back out here. Maybe, ooh, look at this one. Maybe that's cute. Or maybe we put this one at the top. No. Let's look at this one. Ooh, I kind of like that because it brings out the blue. This looks like, I don't know where this is from. Okay. So we could do something like that. I kind of like that. And then maybe what we'll do, because it is, because it blends just a little bit, we will take, like a little button maybe. Ooh, that's cute. Okay, so let's do that. And I'm just gonna use my glue stick for this, because I can. Because I'm an adult and I make my own decisions. I'm just gonna use a piece of paper to glue it down. It's a little flimsy. And you can buy like stamps like these. I actually bought them off of eBay. And you can get like 100 of them for like $3. And they're, you know, they're really cool. They're all different and stuff. Just make sure when you're on there to set like what your price limit is when you search for it. That way you only see things, you know, that you're looking to spend or that's within your budget. So that's a good little tip. Okay. There we go. So we have that, super cute. And then I'm just going to put a button right here. I think that will finish it off nicely. Okay. Set that guy down. Okay, super cute. All right, so we have that one. And now for the top, we just need to do something to that. And I think maybe what we could do, so I have in here too, I made these, I believe on camera with you guys a while back, but I have some of my little scrap fabric pieces, so maybe I can use one of these on the top. It has to be kind of small though, so trying to, ooh, that's so cute. Okay. I love this one. Look at that. Just the little brad. It just gives it a little extra something, I think. Here's this one. Ooh, I like that one. Okay, let's do that one. So very cute. And I'm just gonna glue that down. Same thing. Use that beacon glue. Okay. All right. Okay. There we go. So we decorated the first one. So I'll show you that. It looks so cute. Very, very cute. Okay, so then the next one that we have to do, so we'll set that one just off to the side, is this one, which has a little bit of more of a vintagey feel, I would say, to it. So let's see. I'm trying to think of what I would like to do. So I have some of these. They're little cutouts, which we could even take one of these and put it, oh no, okay. So we could even take one of these and like stick it in there. Look at how cute that is. Or wait, we could do it right there maybe. Or even, it's a little big for that one, but still though, you could, you know, you could even cover this with paper in the back. They're just fussy cut images. But you could cover it with paper in the back, and then, you know, it could be a little journaling card. You know, you could do one like that, which is so cute. I love it. Okay, but back here, I do have some little images that I thought, oh my gosh, so cute. Okay, so let's ink this guy up because he needs it. But he's super cute. I actually got these images from, it's called A Cat's Little Instruction Book. And it's basically like, you know, life lessons from a cat. It's a really cute book. I think it'd be cute to give as like a graduation type book. I don't know how old it is, but okay, so we're gonna put him right there. I think, can y'all see that? Okay. We're gonna put him right there, I think. So let's go ahead and I'll just use some glue stick for that. Okay, so basically, I was just seeing where I need to put glue. All right. So last night, I had cut my finger, but I made, it was well worth it because I did bunless burgers, you know, like turkey burgers. And then instead of a bun, you put them on like lettuce leaves, which is so good. I actually really like it, especially if you're gonna have like fries or something on the side. Like you don't need the bun, you know. I do like, you know, I don't always eat burgers without buns. I love buns. I love starches a little too much. So that's why we had bunless burgers. But I tried out a new recipe and I made homemade zucchini fries. And let me tell you, those were so good. Essentially, it's just you take zucchini and you cut it in half, and then you cut the halves into fourths, and then you cut those fourths into eighths. So like you have 8 little strips and you cut the strips in half. And then you make a mixture of like panko breadcrumbs and Parmesan cheese and like some onion powder and salt and pepper. And you dip your zucchini fries once they're like patted dry in like a little bit of egg whites. And then you dip it in the panko crumbs, and you like have to kind of press on them to make the panko crumbs like stick. But then you put them in the oven for like 20 minutes and they were amazing. I highly recommend trying zucchini fries if you like zucchini. My husband and I really liked them, so just throwing that out there. Okay, so we have our little kitty, our little stretching kitty. Maybe we put, I don't know, maybe. Doesn't look quite right to me. Maybe we're like funky and we do a little puzzle piece. I think we'll do that for the top. And then I think just to go underneath the puzzle piece, I'm gonna get this little lace right here and just cut off a little bit of it. And I think I'll put it this way, maybe, and then like a puzzle piece, or maybe this way. Kind of like that way. Maybe we do something like that. That's kind of cute. And then we'll do something on top. Okay, let's go ahead and glue this down. I'm just kind of dotting the fabric here. I'm going to glue it at an angle. Okay. And then we can put our puzzle piece like right there. I think that would be kind of cool. Or do I just do it straight? Or maybe... I could do it like that. maybe we do it like that. Okay. It takes a second. I have to figure it out as I go along here. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we have our little puzzle piece down. Super cute. But I think our puzzle piece needs some like glitter. What's new? So I'm going to use this Stickles. It's called Goldenrod. It looks like it's, I guess Stickles is by Ranger ink, which is the same as the Distress ink. So I didn't know that. Okay, so we're just going to go in with some dots. There we go. Super cute. Okay, I won't do any more. It's like once you start these, they're like potato chips. You want to just keep going with it. But we're going to leave it. We're going to leave it be. And then let's go in with, I think we need a word and I don't know, maybe something else. So a word and something. So let's see here. I'll move this aside so y'all can also see while I look through. I have to get better about that. Sometimes I'm like, I'm gonna take it off camera. And I forget y'all are watching sometimes. Okay, so we have these. And I think there are two, maybe. Nope, just one. I kind of like that. That's a little cute. I feel like the puzzle piece is just so bold that, you know, that would actually be really cute to just set in there. Or maybe we do that. That's kind of cute. Okay, let's do that. I like it. Why not? I am gonna just make the edges a little brown. Okay, and then I am gonna glue that. All right, and I'll just put some glue down. Okay, and I'm gonna open this pocket up just a little bit so I can smush it down in there. There we go. Oh my gosh, so super cute. I love it. And then I think we need something just like right there. And I have these. Let me scoot that up so you can see. Here, we'll do it that way. I have these little things. Oh my gosh, look at that. So cute. Okay. I don't know if any of these are kind of just like my little notions that I've collected, like little random bows, and they all have like some sort of fabric or something. That was the point of this little bin. There's those are really cute. You can see them. A little big. Maybe we can do one of these. I don't know if I like this saying, take a picture. Take a picture, it lasts longer. Do y'all remember that in school? I remember when people used to say that. That's so funny. Okay, take a picture, it lasts longer. We could do something like that. That's kind of cute. Okay, I like that. It's a little big, but we'll make it work. Okay. Yeah, I have random things in here. I'll show you. There's like a dinosaur. They're like little puffy I don't know. I couldn't bring myself to get rid of them. I was like, I don't know when I'm ever gonna use those, but you never know. Maybe one day decide to make a dinosaur journal, you know? Okay, so I'm gonna glue this down as well. All right. And just open up that pocket a little bit. Okay. There we go. So cute. Okay, so we have these two that we made. Very, very cute. Let me know which one, if you can see those. Let me know which one is your favorite. Do you like this one? It's a little more muted, or do you like the crazy hodgepodge one that we just went for? And then, you know, like I said, you can just shove some things in here. Could do her. She looks so pouty. Oh, look, she's even carrying a cat. We could do the little game card. Let's do that one up top. It's pretty fitting. Maybe we'll go in with the other one there. And then this one, we could do a little school card. We could put that one back in there. We have some little paper we can kind of shove somewhere. Maybe not those. Let's see what else. Where was that cat? Here we go. We have this cute little cat that we can put down in here. So there we go. So there it is. You have made, hopefully you guys made something, or you got some inspiration to make these little 4-pocket stick on your page journal card thing. I don't know how y'all name all these. That's crazy. But I hope you guys found some inspiration today to go out and play with the papers. I do want to thank you guys for joining me. It means a lot to know that people are enjoying the things I'm putting out, because I'm enjoying making them. If you guys like this video, please like this video and give it a thumbs up. You know, so I know that you like it, and don't forget to subscribe so you know when my next videos come out. I will be having my Etsy shop up and running within the next few months. And of course I will announce it to you guys first, so you will know when it is open. But with that, I hope you guys play with all the papers today, and until the next one, bye.